Okie dokie. Yep, all this looks good. Put that down there. Did I put a message on Twitter? I forget. Let's find out. I did. Excellent. Okay. Yada 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 yada. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. Okay, cool. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. Tonight's a little different. I took a bit of a, spin the wheel, spin the wheel. T-shirt slaps hard. Well, the Dr. Pepper shirt. Yeah, it's a classic. It's good shit. It's good shit. All right, so we are going to be continuing our Dark Elf campaign because, unfortunately, Andy had a little emergency come up and they had to deal with that. So you're stuck with just me. I know that's a pretty severe downgrade. I know having Andy is really the only reason y'all come here is because you want to see Andy, but sadly, it's you'll just have to deal with just me. Hope Andy's family, they're good. They're all right. His lovely wife, I think she did something to her ankle, so like she's okay, but she may need to, they're getting like x-rays and stuff, so hopefully it's just like a sprain or something, and it's not a break or whatever. Andy's accent is way cooler. It's true. One of the worst things about being an American really is the fact that our accent is kind of like so heavily ubiquitous in culture, so like there's nothing exciting about it. It's boring. Whenever Andy's not on the screen, the audience should simply be asking, where's Andy? True. Where's Andy? Where's Andy? All right. But how's everybody doing? How are y'all? Of course, we did a little bit of Final Fantasy earlier today. Got to kick around with playing Dark Knight for the first time, which was pretty fun. But how are you all doing? OG Loremaster it is? Yeah, the downgrade. Aren't I supposed to have a Texas accent event? Nobody has that in Texas. It's very rare. To meet someone with a Texas accent, you have to go out into like really rural areas. You either need to go deep into the forests of East Texas, or you need to go out to like out west into kind of like the desert area, or you need to go way up into the Panhandle. But the vast majority of people in Texas do not have the Texas accent. The vast majority. And I grew up in civilized country. I grew up in the suburbs, and we have what's the basic bitch American accent, which I think it's technically considered a Midwestern accent, I think. But it's like the most bland version. When I was in college, I had a Southern accent occasionally because I was around people that had a Southern accent because I lived up in the Panhandle. So like if I'm around someone that's like that, it can infect me, but it is certainly not it's not my go-to. But yeah, it's very rare here. I think if you go out east, like what a lot of people think is a Texas accent is really just a Southern accent, and that's just not Texas. You have to go east for that. You're more likely to encounter that along the southeastern seaboard than you are here. You like me a lot? Oh, well, thank you, Undead and Alive. I appreciate that. That's very sweet of you. Southern Drawl. I mean, a Southern Drawl is literally just dragging out. It's just dragging all your vowels out. Now, because I live in Texas, we like to combine or shorten words, and we like to combine certain words. Like, we have certain phrases we use here that are not used elsewhere. That's very Texas. But accent, not really. A lot of the time, if you meet someone with, like, from Texas that has, like, an accent, if they're a politician, they're probably faking it to try and, like, make themselves seem more Texan. But, if they have an accent, then they're probably from somewhere quite rural. I should call you sugar more often. We do not use that phrase here. We say things like, bless your heart, y'all, fixin' to, like, removing the G from ing and every possibility. At every possibility. It's very rare to... A lot of the times people around here don't like to use the full ing. Go to hell? You can go to hell. But I'm gonna go to Texas. Who said that? Or you all could go to hell. I'm going to Texas. Davy Crockett. When Davy Crockett went and decided to go die at the Alamo. Alright. So, Eltharion the Great. So the High Elves, for anyone that has combined words, that how Tex-Mex was born, yeah, basically. So for anyone that has not
Dynamo 95 cheered. X100. Oh yeah, the combining / shortening words thing is 100% a thing in the northern UK. Like, do you want anything from the shop? Can become worn out from shop?
No, we don't do that. We don't do that. We don't dissolve words into the ether so that what we're saying becomes completely unintelligible. We just shorten words. Very different. Like, all the words are there, they're just compressed together. So, for those that have not caught up with this campaign so far, we are playing a MALEKITH campaign, very hard, and we, very early in the campaign, forged an alliance, a friendship, with Grombrindle. So we have been the classic bro team-up of Snorri Whitebeard and MALEKITH fighting against the rest of the world. And we defeated a Lithanar. A Lithanar was wiped out. We also wiped out Solostra and Tarux and a lot of those threats in Nagarond. And now the big war against Ulthuan has started. And unfortunately, I had intended to attack Ulthuan before they attacked me. Didn't work out that way. So now we have a lot of armies from Ulthuan sailing across the ocean to attack us. Because all of Ulthuan is basically unified. Through, like, they're all military allies. So they're all attacking me and Grombrindle, and we're holding the shores and trying to push them back. And now Eltharion has come to attack one of my cities, and he has the Sword of Cain. So, because he has the Sword of Cain, we're gonna fight this manually. And we're gonna do our best to bring him down. And take the sword for ourselves! He's heavily outnumbered, but he does have the Sword of Cain. And my reinforcements are also coming in from a bit of a weird direction. But most of his army is just chariots and stuff. Kind of him to deliver the sword to me? Indeed. Unfortunately, it's not like one of my regular lords. It's a Black Ark Fleet Master, but I'll still take the sword just to get it away from him. You know, take the sword away from Eltharion and hold it elsewhere. Okay, so our reinforcements are coming from the worst place they could possibly come from. So I think it's going to be worth moving them. If I can move us here so we could go up in there. Oh, that's a long time to hold. I think we can manage it. But, let's see, is this the main thrust of his army? What is... Yeah, my army's almost entirely infantry. Well, no, I've got some chariots and monsters. Because that... Because it's a minute 29 there, but this is such a shitty spot to come out on. I think it's worth adding, like, an extra 2 minutes timer. No, because it's going to take us less than 2 minutes to move that space. We'll just leave it there. It's fine. Not ideal, but we'll deal with it. So what's going to be the best plan here? I think what we're going to want to do is throw everything we have at this force, which is much smaller. Take advantage of the fact that it doesn't have a lot of people. And murder them. Brutally murder them. To the best of our ability. And then we can just focus on defending these 2 points while Eltharion grabs the rest of the city while my reinforcements come swarming in. Do you have any archers down here? No, it's just cavalry and stuff. Okay. That does make life easier. I can get my cavalry to hopefully take out his bolt throwers. We can put 1 shade per flank as additional reinforcements here. And then the remaining swordsmen are going to hang out back here, I think. So it gives us a pretty nasty fighting force, which should be able to take all this out. Oops, I messed up. I'll back up a smidge. Okay, he's gonna take out the bolt throwers. We need to start dropping some various abilities on the ground. Do our best to mess people up. That eagle is getting shredded, which is good. Bolt throwers are almost offline. Chariots are going down. Reinforcements will start piling in a few seconds. Oh my god, these guys hurt so bad. Okay, if I can pull my archers back a bit. Yeah, good. I can take advantage of this thing. Okay, reinforcements are on the way. Fucking eagles, dude. I hate so much when they come back. Actually, I've got a little mission for y'all. Kill that. Come on, get in there, get in there, get in there. That was terrible. Kill the bird! There's only one chariot left. We're just gonna keep bombarding this flank with everything we got. Harpies, take out that bolt thrower. Okay, good. We've taken care of this, so now we can flood in behind here. Drop a big old lightning bolt on that.
Dark shards. Bleak swords. Massacre them.
Okay, Scourge Runner chariots are almost here, which will help out a lot. Harpies are doing their job. Let's go, people! Let's go! Ignore the wizard! I think these are his only archers, so once they're dead, we're pretty much in the clear. Get a tower built there. Okay, that eagle is shattered, finally. Make sure the shades are on the barricade. They are. Come on, chop, 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 chop. Let's get rid of these silver helms. Alright, everybody else is on their way over. Harpies, come over there. Actually, you go up there. Go grab that. You lot, go grab that. I just gotta hold the capture point. Just distract them. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Why are we going this way? Go this way. You go up that way. Shoot him. Come on, hurry up. I may have to fight this one again because I think I may have underestimated how long it takes everybody to get over here. It's gonna be close. Okay, no, we're safe. Whew, that got really close. Go claim the center. Okay, I want you lot to just harass people. Make sure all the archers are dead. Let's kill every last one of them. I'll just pop shots at him while you can.
Battle ready. Red Knights, forward. Dealers in death to destruction.
You walk over here.
Corsair handbow.
You come over here.
The merciless host.
You,
Battle ready.
you come over here. Let's re-grab that so I get all the buffs.
Cannon. No mercy.
I want to recapture this so I get the buffs.
Bolt throwers. Nagarothi.
Yeah! Get fucked! Piece of shit bird. So you like them apples.
Dark elves. To destruction. Dark sharks. Murder awaits.
Skilled murderesses. On to murder!
Corsair handbows.
I deeply dislike how many of his units are apparently fucking invisible until they're on top of me.
Advance rookie.
Oh my god, they made it. That's not good.
Eager for battle. Cannon. Dark shards. We are ready.
Alright.
Red spears.
Oh god, here he comes.
Corsair handbows. Advance, rookie. Cold-blooded killers. We are ready. Red spears. Eager for battle. Murder awaits.
Go that way.
Dreadlord.
I'm gonna come over this way. You're gonna come over here.
Corsair hand.
Shoot them! Shoot them!
Advancing.
God, these Silver and Guard are like fucking unkillable.
For the High King. Dark shards. Slash kill. Corsair handbows. To destruction. Dark elves. Nagarothi. Hey! Merciless warriors. Dreadlord.
Fight smarter, not harder!
The merciless host. Dread knights.
Oh god, Eltharion hurts. Just do as much damage as we can to him. Okay, those Silver and Guard are almost dead.
Corsair handbows. Tyrant of Nagaroth. Red spears.
Outright!
Corsairs. Kill everything. Cannon. Let's
See if y'all can get an angle on that.
Mothers of murder!
I don't think there's much left that our Dark Conduit will actually help with, besides these Sword Masters.
Understood!
So let's just get them killed. Oh, get off my lord.
battle ready, as you say. Dreadlord.
If you wish, by all means.
Dealers in
His entire army has stealth.
throwers. Corsairs. Following orders. Onward. Rookie forward.
Which is making this very frustrating because it's hard to target him.
Dark elves. Taruki. Cold-blooded killers. Dark elves! Slay them! Great spears! Cannon! This won't misfire! We are ready! Nagarothi! Blood for
Oh my god, that AoE hurts so bad. Wow, he got like a god tier cast with that. It hit every single one of my units. I think that's the last chariot unit that's really like 3.
the merciless host! Dealers in death!
What are you doing? Move, 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 move. Let's go.
For the ancestor gods!
Yes!
Great spears! Die, weaklings! End them!
This might be one of those fights we have to take another shot at, because the
Handbows!
reinforcing is so awkward on this map. Poor Hydra's doing his damn best.
Great spears!
Oh, this army is infuriating to deal with.
Cannon! Vengeance!
Get your asses up here!
Moving! Make them bleed! Kill everything!
Oh my god, poor Hydra's just getting wailed on.
Merciless warriors!
Bringers of death!
Alright, there's another dead unit.
Despair!
Onwards to murder! Forward! For the ancestors!
Siege weapons are getting into place. I only see... Why is the... Whatever.
The clans unite!
Okay, come back this way. We want to bring them towards me.
They're using magic! Rookie! At once!
The only good thing is Altharian can't capture shit.
War of vengeance!
Fire!
Dark shots! Moving out!
Yeah, y'all need to split up.
We are
That way we don't have any easy targets for him.
Hey! Mothers of murder!
At least the Hydra's been doing well on his healing rolls.
dealers in death! Cannon! Following orders!
Run this way so I can see, please.
Carrier's anchor!
Fire!
Dark shots! Dark shots! Death is coming! Carnage awaits!
Kill everything else, just ignore him.
Red spears!
Ha! Moving out!
Corsair handbows! Dark shots! They have wronged us!
If I can get him in sight of my war machines,
Corsair handbows!
I know they can mess him up, but that's a pretty big ask.
Cold-blooded killers!
How the fuck are you Skyhawk still alive?
Made! Spreading despair!
Murder awaits! Dark shots! We are ready! Druki, forward!
We need more arrow towers. Every single arrow tower needs to be online.
Withdraw!
Chef!
Battle calls! Merciless warriors! Dealers in death! The merciless host! Corsairs! It is done! Carnage awaits!
You know what? If you're gonna hold still... Oh, you moved, you piece of shit.
Merciless warriors! Battle ready!
Run away!
Forward! Nagarothi!
Actually, y'all can up there.
Dark shots. For our birthright. Fire on the earth.
Shoot!
A merciless host.
No, make him go this way. Make him go this way.
Eager for battle. Hack them down. Merciless warriors. Carnage awaits. Bloody murder.
He's eyeing up my Hydra.
Cold-blooded killers.
Fire everything!
Druki. Killers.
Run away! Make him work for it! Make him work for it!
Cannon! Put those dwarven legs! Range fire! Range fast!
Make him work for it!
Stay!
Hey, Thomas, thank you so much for joining the Red Host, joining the membership. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for the support.
Select target!
Bro, could this Sword of Cain stop having, like, god tier fucking aim? Oh, my lord.
Slay Kane's eager back. On to slaughter. Red spear.
Are there any other towers I can build? Yes, there are.
Battle ready. Moving out. Eager for battle.
Cannon! Go! Aye, as you command!
Dark shards.
He's got one chariot left. Let's see if I can set my Hydra down there to get that.
Cannon! Kazoo!
Without question. Dark shards. We are ready.
Just keep firing! You two, grab that. You guys, grab that. You come this way.
Barracks ready! Get up!
The battle is lost. Pull back.
Fire, Dowie, fire!
Cannon!
Oh god.
Move!
Run away!
Move now!
Run away!
Moving out.
Indeed. Forward.
Cannon! Strike out!
Yeah, see there, you fucking chariot. Hold still! Yeah, that's what I thought! Finish him!
The vengeance begin!
Yo, Tam.
Cannons! Cannons, turn!
Are there any named male dark elf casters other than Malekith?
No.
I know that he outlawed them, but I was wondering if there were secret ones or exiled ones.
I mean, there you could always say that, oh, there might be some secret ones just in a place no one's checked before. Are there any known canonical ones? No. The last one, there was a very, very powerful one that existed during the days of the Malice Darkblade series, because he's an important character in the Malice Darkblade story. But he gets killed in a later book. Oh, good lord. So, as of now, there are none alive. We killed them to a man. Eltharian's army was so fucking stubborn that we had to kill them to a man. 9 high elves walked away from that. 9. My poor general died.
The Druki have no master.
Which king of Nagaron will hear your words?
Oh good, looks like Marathi's at war with him as well. Yeah, so I think the sword's just gonna peace out back to the shrine, but that's fine. That's fine. Getting the sword out of there is the important part. Everything else is doable, especially because Malekith is nearby. Oh, that's weird. So because it was a black arc that died, it transitions into a regular army. That's super weird. Huh. Well, I will take a spiteful ranged dreadlord, because spiteful is fucking awesome.
I waited long enough. Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Actually, yeah, it was in a port. Yeah. It's super weird that it transitioned into a regular army, but whatever, we'll make it work. Yeah, Malekith is super close by, but he's not in a great position to come help. But Alyssa is good. I think Alyssa made it in time. Let's go ahead and grab Broken by the Lash just so I can get the next upgrade. Losing a black arc kind of sucks though. I don't like losing black arcs.
Supreme sorceress of Grant. Powerful enchantress.
Wow. So I think the best thing for Malekith to do would be to go out to sea, so I can start heading the High Elf armies off as they're coming out of the ocean.
Lord of Fear.
Are you within support range? You are. Okay, good. Good. That worked out.
Master of cruelty.
Dreadlord.
So I should be big enough.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Malevolent Lord.
I'm trying to do some math in my head about if this army's powerful enough to kill that army.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
If I combine a few units to get them a bit more health,
Vicious Dreadlord.
I think I have enough firepower.
Cruel and deadly.
Cruel Dreadlord.
I approve. Yes.
I think this can work. Because we'll smash this army in time, and then we can retreat. Have I heard Bricky? Yeah, I've heard about them. And heard about them doing fantasy stuff. I'd love to do something with them. I guess I should just reach out to them. I have to think of a non-cringe way to do it. Dawi ready!
Merciless warriors. Dark shards.
The High Elves thought they could break us,
Spears.
but we're backed up by powerful Dawi steel!
Tyrant.
He's already on a horse? Wow, that was quick.
Show us the target, Lord.
Fire!
For the king.
You missed. Good shot. Fast parts of my army. Go kill that bitch.
Move. Striking out. Show no mercy. Nagarothi.
Preferably before their reinforcements get here.
Ready.
But let's go ahead and move up on that hill just in case.
Cruel and deadly. Slay them.
Shoot the shit out of her while my harpies get over here. God, this army is so hard to see.
Cold-blooded killer.
Ow.
Advance, Druki.
I don't know why he got a health burst, but whatever, I'll take it. 30 seconds, guys. Wrap it up. We are not gonna await reinforcements. I'm gonna hopefully kill her. Oh wait, yeah, I can just end battle. That's right. Fire!
Chariots!
We'll just kill her with shooting. It'll be easier. I would love to see you discuss different fantasies. Yeah, I'd love to chat with them. I need to start watching their stuff. Like, I am loosely aware of Matara, who's probably the biggest Warhammer adjacent VTuber in existence right now. But I think they've only done 40k stuff so far. Quick question: since Black Myth Wukong came out, when do you think the Monkey King will go up to Grand Cathay? I would guess the Monkey King will probably come out in like, I would say maybe the next year or so. I'm expecting the Monkey King to be relatively soon. How do you have blocked shots? Oh, because these idiots are standing on top of you. Dark Elves with cannons is just delicious. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Black-hearted lord! I go forth!
Oh, he has Firewall moving. That's nice.
Death! Dreadlord! Attack!
Take your time, lads. Take your time.
Rookie lord!
Killing blow goes to the Lord. Not playing Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. I was expecting you to play it. I will be playing it tomorrow. If the thing that I just literally worked out a little bit ago is done being worked out, which I'm pretty sure it will be, then I will be playing Space Marine 2 tomorrow. Morning.
Lord of the Black Court.
Where'd the other army go? Oh, did I get a glitch and kill them on accident? Delicious.
Honors me.
Cruel
Delicious.
Tam 9 cheered.
I think they died.
100. How strong exactly is the Monkey King? I remember that he managed to beat the combined coalition of all the
Supreme
Dragon Kids
sorceress
when
of
they
God.
tried to dethrone him, and only the Dragon Emperor coming back could
Mother
stop
of the
him.
Dark
How
Continent.
much of it do you think is his personal strength, and how
Unparalleled
much?
power.
And how much do you think stuff like Skaven and Zine Shout? I have no idea. There's a lot of different paths they could use for the Monkey King about like what he's like as a character, how powerful he is. Those are very open-ended decisions that Creative Assembly is going to need to make. Or Games Workshop, rather. But, you know, CA will bring it to life.
Favored of the witch.
But I would say right now it's pretty fucking difficult to know. I think it would be damn difficult to guess what that's going to look like. The second army died because it was second battle in a row because it reinforced. Hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. What's the most annoying high elf unit for the Dark Elves to deal with, in your opinion? Archers. High quality archers. Because they have you outranged and they hit, like, annoyingly hard. Okay.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Well, Uriel, you're, I guess, a guy now. Your army is themed all wrong. but that's fine. I can fix that in post. Let's upgrade Nagaron to tier 5 and use slaves to kick it up immediately. Hell yeah! Oh, Rubric of Dark Dimensions. That's super good. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Recruit rank +2. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't need that at this exact moment. This building would be really nice because I would like to start getting a Blood Rack Shrine for that army. And this gives me quite a bit of goodies per turn.
I cannot rewrite reality.
Lord of the Black Court. Going forth.
Go on. What violent delights. Indeed. Unseen and deadly.
I wonder if we could
The trap is set.
trick the High Elves
Finding my way. Onward.
into coming aboard, coming on land over here, and then strike them.
Glorious carnage.
If you go after her, there's a very likely chance they're gonna hit us with these two armies.
Even the Loremaster.
But I'm okay with that. Because I think Malekith will win.
This is absurd.
It'll be a hard fight, but I'm pretty sure Malekith can handle that. Gromby, you're still fighting the undead.
Have you with a white dwarf?
You don't have any ally missions for me. Okay. All these evil factions want to be friends with me, and I don't want to be friends with them. Because it's gonna make Grombrindle mad. Oh my god! So many Iron Drakes! Okay. Yeah, I think the best thing is gonna be to try to lure the High Elves towards me. Can I create a Dark Covenant themed army? I am doing a wizard themed army back at Nagaroth. Or Nagarond. Oh, she attacked the settlement. Interesting. She has 3 sun dragons, and that's about it. Pretty sure I can win this. Mother Ostankya versus Morathi, who wins? Definitely Morathi. I think Morathi would curb stomp Mother Ostankya. The only way I could see Mother Ostankya winning that fight is if the fight took place in the depths of Kislev itself. Okay, I'm not worried about the infantry in this fight. She also doesn't really have much in the way of shooting. I just gotta deal with the triple dragon. But they're sun dragons, so they shouldn't be that bad. What kind of mechanics would I like to see added to the likes of Grimgore/Asap with the last DLC? We talked about that a fair bit last stream. The triple threat here. The general
Merciless warriors.
the general thing that I would say is that I would like for Grimgore Ironhide, my recommendation would be to give him something like the bloodletting mechanic that you see with the with Khorne, where he has to fight every certain number of turns, and he gets benefits for like keeping himself really like, you know, really angry and stuff. But if he goes too long without fighting, he starts to get penalized, because that's very fitting for his lore and how he works as a character. Is he only attacking from one side? Oh, honey, you're gonna deeply regret that. Can this tower reach there? No, it can't. So I don't even need to worry about that tower. Haha. Activate those. And then we're gonna spread our dark shards out. So no matter what direction those dragons attack us from. You know what? Instead of this tower, I'd rather have this. For the extra range. So no matter what direction the dragons attack from, or Alariel for that matter, we will be able to counterattack with plenty of shooting. And furthermore, we're gonna back it up another layer with shades. That way, if those dragons get anywhere near us, we can melt them off the face of the earth. I will keep another unit of... let's put a unit of shades on the wall up here to bait them. Because the AI is usually pretty good about if it sees a ranged unit on the walls, it will try and prioritize them. So let's give them something to chew on, yeah? Y'all can spread out a smidge. Make yourselves a little easier of a... Not as easy of a target to hit. Come and play, little dragons. Come and play.
The goddess agrees.
You towers focus the flying witch. Here they come.
Dark shards. Without question.
Ah, spread out.
The merciless host. Cold-blooded killer.
Ah!
Dark shards.
Kill the dragons, please.
Sister of the dark convent.
Bleak swords. By Dracula. Slay them. We are ready. As you say.
Eager for blood.
It's fine, it's fine.
Understood.
All according to Keikaku.
Dark shards. We understand.
Alright, that's one down.
Find them. Glorious destruction.
Crossfire, lads! Crossfire!
Shades. Orders understood.
Ow.
Great spears. Merciless warriors. Dark elves. Dealers in death. Dark shards. Massacre them. Advancing. Going. Battle ready. Onwards to murder. The merciless host. Eager for battle.
Come, melee.
Bleak swords. Red spears. Battle calls. Cold-blooded killers.
Oh, they put a hole in my wall. That's a little surprising.
We are ready. Following orders.
Take up defensive positions.
Dark shards.
Second dragon's down.
Suffering for all.
Where is she going? Alright, whatever. I'll deal with that later.
Eager for battle. Bleak swords. Understood. By your command. True key. We understand. Battle falls. It is done.
And goodbye.
Bleak swords. Nagorothy.
Sorceress of Grond.
Going.
Hecate wills it.
Bleak swords. Battle calls. Taruki. Druki. Eager for battle. Understood. Eager for battle.
Hecate guides me.
Make yourselves useful.
Agreed.
Onwards to murder. At once. We understand.
See if we can't get a good Shadows of Anlek here.
We are ready. Dealers in death. Dark shards. Understood. We are ready. Dark elves. Bleak swords. Nagarothi. The merciless host. To destruction. Carnage awaits. Merciless warriors. Bleak swords. At once, as you say. Pain is a thirsty god.
Ready!
Well, that was delicious. Give me more magic. Make sure those don't rally. Alright, the gate held. Get your booties over here. Hold the line! These archers are annoying. I don't know why Alario flew into the center of the city. I've not seen the AI do that before. That's a new... It's a new one from them. It's fine though. Is there a tower near her? There is. Let's get that up and running so it'll blow them up. You want into my city? Come into my city. Kaboom! Dark Conduit is so grossly overpowered. Reactivate the towers!
Shades, battle calls. Nagarothi, battle ready. As you say.
Reactivate the towers!
Orders understood.
And let them wreak carnage.
My goddess calls!
It is done.
How vicious!
At once.
Yeah, you're not gonna have time. You should be able to get to those archers, though. Yeah. Cool. Ariel just dropped her troops to die. She's a cold-hearted bitch, what can I say? The Everqueen giveth, and the Everqueen taketh away. Oh, they broke? Well, whatever. Loremaster of Sotek, here's a fun random question. A single wizard from fantasy is brought into the real world, assuming somehow they retain their connection to the winds of magic. How long do you think it would take for them to take over the world, or do you think we can handle it? Killing a wizard is not actually that hard. If anyone knows what they're doing, which some people would figure it out pretty fast, killing a wizard is, relatively easy. Because they can't afford to fuck up in a lot of different ways. They have to be very, very, very good at what they're doing. Now, what would be the bigger threat, in my opinion, is if a wizard came into our world and they messed up and they proceeded to essentially miscast and either blow themselves up or getting possessed by a demon.
Noble of Nagaroth.
And if that somehow allowed for, like, the realm of chaos to make connection with our world,
Gladly.
to say that we would be fucked
Move!
would be such a grotesque understatement as to be laughable. We would be in the deepest shit imaginable. Like, we would be utterly boned. An individual wizard, honest to goodness, would not be that big of a deal. It wouldn't be great, you know, it would be bad for a bit, but we could handle a wizard. They're relatively speaking easy to kill. You just gotta know that you're dealing with a wizard. If you know that you're dealing with a wizard, it's actually a relatively straightforward process to, you know.
Tyrant of
I don't even know what I'm gonna do with your army, Uriel. We got a really nice skill with you, but I don't like the army you have right now. Look at all these silly, isolated armies. You know what I need you to do, Uriel? I need you to haul ass over here and make sure that Alariel does not escape from here. Yeah, I think that's worth pumping. Actually, no, I want this building. Because that lets me get a new wizard as well.
Behold, true power.
What? Ooh, a disciplined death wizard? Say less. Yes, good. Give me that disciplined death wizard.
My dark heart is yours. I can feel their power.
Yeah, I can feel my power too. Yeah, you go support him. I'll send some other characters as well. Anyone closer? Yes. Oh, but they're lower level if I get them from there. It's fine.
Mother of the dark
Send him a master and an assassin. Ooh, a cunning master. Hell yeah.
Master Druki. Master Druki.
That's excellent. And then he's gonna need an assassin to make sure that he's a good boy that behaves. Tough? Sounds good to me.
What do you seek?
You... Oh, I'm out of money. Well, I'll get more money in a second. Okay, so Alyssa's gonna head for the Shrine of Cain immediately. And Malekith is gonna start wreaking utter havoc. Do you think a forced confederation mechanic would be appropriate for the Tomb Kings? Yes. Well, so, okay. I think every single faction in the game should have a confederation mechanic. And we should make as many of them unique as we can. But, of course, it's most appropriate. It's most important that it feels like the faction is being represented properly. So, like, I did a video a ways back, about like a Tomb King confederation mechanic could be more about like how Bretonia gets theirs through the tech tree, right? They confederate through the tech tree. The Empire can confederate through the electoral system. You have stuff like Norska and the Greenskins can beat the shit out of each other. I really like those. For the Tomb Kings, the thought that I had is that I think it'd be cool if it was each of them had a different requirement. So, like, I would do it through, like, either the tech tree or the mortuary cult. And it's that each of them costs a different resource, would be what I would say. So, like, in order to earn Kalida's favor, maybe it could be, well, like, you could do it, I almost think it should be like a little different for each of them. Like, you could make it a mission. The mission system I think works great for them, where like Kalida could be that you have to like Oh, you know what? You know what could be fun for them is that maybe you have to conquer their capital. Or, like, you have to conquer a specific city to demonstrate that, like, hey, I'm the boss now. So, like, if you're dealing with Cetra, if you take Kemri, you can automatically confederate him. Or if you're dealing with Khalida, if you take Liberus or Lamia, I would probably say Liberus. For Archon the Black, take the Black Tower of Archon. Or I guess the Wizard Palace, but the Black... I feel like the Black Tower would be more thematic. I don't know what you'd have to do for... I don't know. The Tomb Kings are tricky, because there's, like... You could do it just through missions. You could do it through, like... One thought I had is that, you know how in the tech tree you can spend either gold or canopic jars? So maybe doing it, like, if you spend a certain amount of golden canopic jars, you can get them. So, like, maybe hiring Katep, he requires you to spend, like, somewhere between 200 to 400 canopic jars. Like, 400 canopic jars given over to Katep, and he'll join your side. So it's, like, in your tech tree, but it costs a resource. And then, like, Khalida is a mixture of canopic jars and gold, where she wants 5,000 gold and 200 canopic jars. And then, like, Archon the Black just cares about gold, so you just have to give him, like, a big amount of gold. I don't know, you can do something like that. Where you have to, like, give them resources that they desire for their various things. You could do the mission system where they want you to, like, go hunt down some specific item or kill someone they don't like, and that would get their favor. You could do it where you have to capture their capital. So, because that's kind of a lot of the time what Tomb Kings will do, is that, like, because their sarcophagi are kept within their pyramids, the Tomb Kings are very, very touchy about the fact that if they lose their pyramids, like, you literally have them by the balls at that point. So maybe it could be something like that. Maybe it could be that you have to, like, reach a certain... You have to, like, demonstrate that you're more powerful than them by doing some kind of little thing. Like, I don't know. I haven't really, like, sat down and thought about it for a very long period of time, so I don't really have anything that I'm like, oh, do this. I'm kind of more of a shrug face at the moment. But, like, a system I almost wonder about is, like, maybe you have to forcefully vassalize them, but once you successfully vassalize them for a certain amount of time, like, once you vassalize them, you have to make sure they stay under your thumb for, like, 20, 30, 40, 50 turns. And then by doing that, you confederate them. Because my thing is, you don't want to make it too quick, because then it can become boring. But, you know, you also don't want it to be too slow, because then you never get it to activate, right? So it's a tricky thing to balance. I want you to start messing up those archers immediately.
All shall tremble.
Sorceress of blood, setting forth.
Having cannons is so fun, because I can just force the issue.
Following orders.
You know what? I want all of you to scoot up. That way we're kind of at the top of this little hill here.
Advancing.
I will have destruction.
All powerful.
The merciless host.
Organ gunner.
There we go. What kind of wizard are you? Well, you just made yourself invisible along with a lot of your army. But that's fine. Not all of them can hide. Brave away! Fireball that bird. Those eagles have become surprisingly annoying to me recently. Ooh, that does good damage.
Ready. Come, Malekith.
I don't know what that is, but get out of the way.
Black darts.
Try Urian Thunderbolt me.
Shame.
Me?
Onwards to murder.
For the ancestor gods!
Focus the archers.
Cannon!
The archers are my one true foe.
Dark sorceress! Aria Sarius!
Ow, I didn't dodge that one.
Malekith! Cannon!
No, that's gonna hurt.
Sorceress of Grun!
Chariots.
Sorceress of Grun! Moving out!
Very well!
I thirst! Eager!
And that bitch is throwing magic like crazy.
Haruki. Hack. Cut. Understood. We understand.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Organ gunner! Onward! Carnage!
Hang! A reckoning!
Where to? Warrior. Executioners. I came.
Feel the die! Femme fatales!
Baron! Oh!
Sorceress of Grun! Come, Malekith!
God damn it.
Aria! Aria! Aria!
Cold-blooded killers.
Malekith! I depart!
Bride of Cain!
Get him! Out of charge! Organ gunner!
Attacking. Carnage awaits. Dark elves. End them.
Ow, 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 ow.
Destruction is come!
Hear my words! Little miss!
I believe they are in march stance, so just mess them up as best as you can, lads.
Right far, right fast!
I only have 3 dwarf units in my army. I need to fix that. Good work, everyone. Good work.
Servant of Hecate!
Battle ready. Understood. Merciless warriors.
Aria Sarius! Unleash death!
Oh, that went a bad direction.
Elfry and
And General went.
Advance! Come, Malekith! Sarathan!
No.
Aria!
Gotten bad at aiming these.
Elfry and Aha!
A little better.
Aria Sarius!
Enjoy burning alive. That was a good wombo combo.
Aria! 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 Sister of the Dark Convent!
Malekith!
Good work, boys. I'll teach those pesky elves to come into our turf. How's Malekith's relationship with his troop? They're terrified of him. Malekith inspires a... many of Malekith's troops are very, very loyal to him. Some more than others. The Blackguard are extremely loyal to Malekith because he treats them exceptionally well. Malekith really goes out of his way to ensure that the Blackguard owe everything to him, and that he is essentially a father figure to them, and that everything they have is a gift from him, and everything they are or will ever be or will ever accomplish is tied directly back to him, so that they have the most to lose from him being killed or wounded in some fashion. So they tend to be very, 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 very loyal, because that's just in their best interest.
Chosen up.
Okay, we're gonna make sure Alario doesn't get away.
Attack.
Also get that character trait,
King of Nagaroth.
and then I'm gonna go blow up this other elf army. Oh, nice. I've maxed out all the stuff that I actually care about. Okay.
Lord of the Black Tower.
Do you think the Lizardmen of Lustria could conquer the Empire if they wanted to? If the Lizardmen really, really wanted to the point where they were willing to throw open the gates of, they're willing to throw open the gates, of the old ones, and, like, pull out a lot of those crazy powerful artifacts and go on the aggressive, like coming through the path of the old ones and attacking the Empire at large? Could they? Yes. I don't think they'd be able to hold it, would be the thing. Like, could the Lizardmen cripple the Empire and deal, like, a nightmarish amount of damage to it? 100% absolutely. Could they take the Empire and, like, hold on to it? That I really, really doubt. Because it would require the Lizardmen to have to expend, like, a monumental amount of resources to, like, alter the Empire's environment to make it much more suitable for them. Because the way that environment currently is, it would be very difficult for the Lizardmen. They would not have a good time in the Empire. It's way too cold for them. So they'd have to invest a pretty significant amount of magical effort into changing the environment so that it was more favorable for them. And there are a lot of issues they would run into very, very quickly. I mean, they're scary. They're incredibly scary. One of the scariest races in the world. But a lot of the Lizardmen's power comes from Lustria itself. The fact that they have made Lustria into an absolute death trap that nobody can go into without extreme losses. Like, it is one of the most devastating, horrifying, pain in the ass environments to do anything with in the entirety of the world. And it was made that way very deliberately. You gonna dodge it? No? Nice. Oh, he stealthed his stupid character again. That's fine. I'm happy to just fire fireballs. Ah, that wasn't very good. Ooh, Lothern Seaguard. Oh. Organ gun! Oh, how could you miss that? That was an easy shot.
Sorceress!
Or I'll let Malekith deal with it.
Carnage awaits! Striking out! Elfry and Aha! Sorceress of blood!
Come forth!
Eager for blood!
What are you doing? Kill it.
Sarathan! Onward! Shenlu!
Fear my wrath!
Yeah, fuck you, bird.
Death awaits!
On to battle! Advance!
Shades! Show us the target, Lord!
My power is yours! Warrior Sarius! Servant of Hecate!
Setting forth! I crave battle!
Moving out! Come, Malekith!
I must have got interrupted.
Moving out! Malekith comes!
Eager for
Ew.
blood!
True heir of Anir! The clans unite!
No, come here, Reavers.
Fire on the ball!
Torpedoes!
Sorceress of blood!
Oh, that's so good.
Eager!
Shadow Warriors. Hold still. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Oh, I interrupted myself. Oh, that's actually probably a good thing in this case.
Elfry and Aha! Come, Malekith! Eager for battle! Warrior Sarius!
Iron Drake! Targets, Lord!
Talak! Very well.
Executioners!
Make yourselves useful.
Guards!
Yes.
Ow.
Shades!
At once! Warrior! Warrior! Warrior!
Chosen of Cain!
I have to go deal with that.
For mountain and home! Strike out!
Away! Witness my cruelty!
What? Why can't I target this with someone? Oh, it has to be a large entity. Oh, bummer.
Druki!
My power is yours! Elfry and Aha!
Chariots! Advance, Druki!
Come, Malekith!
Shades!
Servant of Hecate! Carnage awaits!
A nice, proper massacre.
Sorceress of blood!
Just what the gods ordered. Shadow Warriors.
Sarathan! They shall know fear! Dark sorceress! Warrior Sarius!
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Malekith, death! I will have destruction!
That was an excellent flamestorm.
No survivors! On to slaughter! Dealers in death!
Malekith,
It's not armor piercing. Whoops. That's not gonna do anything.
hear my words!
Khorne is the god of honor in battle. No.
No
Nope.
fear!
Khorne does not give a damn.
I can!
Khorne is the blood god. Khorne does not care from whence the blood flows so long as it flows. Now, there are some individuals that exist out in the world who worship Khorne in a particular light. Like there are cults that attempt to seduce people into starting the journey of worshiping Khorne by claiming that he is a god of honorable battle, but that's not what he is in truth. The most core tenet of Khorne is that he doesn't care. So long as blood is spilled, the manner in which it's spilled is immaterial. Khorne does not care if you get the blood by murdering innocent women and children. He doesn't care if you get the spill blood by backstabbing your companions or losing yourself to a berserker rage and killing everyone around you. Now, that being said, when it comes to skulls can sometimes become a bit of a more interesting discussion. Because Khorne admittedly does hold higher regard for skulls that come from more, shall we say, powerful entities. But even then, honor doesn't play a part. There are some among Khorne's kind who, because of their own culture or their own beliefs, they feel that combat should be fought honorably, and that's like an important part of the process and the experience. But the god doesn't care. You'll also know, one of the things that you'll learn very quickly about Khorne, and me and Andy actually talked about this in the stream we did on Khorne. If you go watch our brass, the Brass Citadel episode we did, we talked a lot about Khorne the god. And one of the things that was a big part of that was that Khorne, to be frank, is kind of a hypocrite. A pretty massive hypocrite, actually. In that, you know, he's a god that utterly hates and despises magic, but he relies on it and needs it. But I would recommend going and checking out the stream. We talk about a lot of really interesting things about it. But because Khorne is a very fascinating figure. But honor is just, it's not one of his things. If you want a god who's obsessed with honor, like a god who is so obsessed with honor to the point that it's a little silly, the god you want is Ulrich, the Empire god of wolves, and the god of winter, wolves, and battle. Ulrich cares so much about honor, to the point that in his cult, like, you are not allowed to use ranged weapons unless it is like a bow that you have quite literally crafted yourself. But guns aren't allowed. Many of them are not allowed to wear helmets. And like ambushing is like a whole thing where the Ulrican Creed kind of has like specific rules about how an ambush has to be utilized. in order for it to be fair and honorable. Ulrich is crazy obsessed with that. All right. Good job, Big Daddy. You are getting your work in. Here, let's get that missile resistance, because we're going to want it. What happened to the Skaven at the end times? They, most of them blew up with everybody else. But for the overall race, the general thing that happened was that the Great Horned Rat, as he was on the winning team with the rest of the Dark Gods, he basically picked up Skaven Blight, which of course had a massive amount of Skaven on it, and he set it within the realm of chaos. He dragged it down into the realms of ruin itself, you know, his own domain, and he placed Skaven Blight there, which got renamed to Blight City. And Blight City would be the capital of the Skaven, and they were pretty cool hanging out in that particular spot until the Skaven, being the Skaven, amidst their various experiments, they accidentally they unleashed like a spell or a ritual that was so powerful that instead of A, they fucked it up because Skaven, but B, because they fucked it up, basically what they accidentally ended up doing is, instead of Skaven Blight like doing whatever it was supposed to do, the entirety of the city within that little pocket of reality was in sank. So the Skaven basically triggered an earthquake in the Immaterium, and it caused them to go, holy shit, oh my god, we're all gonna die, as they sunk in this other, you know, it's a plane of existence that kind of goes like this, and they went that way. They sort of like added a new direction to the graph of directions you're allowed to go, and they sank it, the entire city, to the bottom of the realm, and it's like down in a pit by itself, because they're idiots, which is, you know, why a lot of us love them so much. But to their credit, because they did what they did, they managed to discover a method that allows them to
Dynamo 95 cheers.
burrow through
X100.
reality itself.
So some societies in Warhammer are truly polytheistic, with elves and Kylovites actively worshipping multiple gods. However, in the Empire, it seems most people just follow one god and belong to that god's cult. How?
So, no. So what I'll say is the vast majority, well, I would say pretty much everybody in the Empire is polytheistic. They worship the pantheon of gods. Now, which gods are most important to an individual will change depending on their circumstances, what's going on in their life, where they live, what their job is, the kinds of things they have to deal with. But being truly monotheistic is exceptionally rare. And there are people that are like that, but you don't see them a lot because they tend to be extremists. A good example might be like a Sigmarite who genuinely believes that Sigmar should be the one and only god of the Empire, and that all other gods are lesser to him. That guy would not be that guy would be problematic for the Cult of Sigmar a lot of the time, because he would basically be picking fights with a lot of people that they don't want to pick fights with. That being said, there are others within the Cult of Sigmar, which is a little more common, who believe that Sigmar is simply the king of the gods, and that Sigmar is all about unity, so they're supposed to be uniting all of the various factions. The vast majority of people in the Warhammer world are polytheistic, because the gods are real. They are real entities that do real things, and they are active and busy. And if you slight them, by, you know, basically looking at a god and being like, well, fuck that god, like, I'm not gonna worship him, well, you know, fuck that dude. That could potentially be a very stupid thing you just did, because that god may take extreme offense to your lack of respect and will smite your ass, and you die, or at the very least that god can make your life very miserable if they are able to get you into a situation where you are at their mercy, which maybe you're good at avoiding, maybe not. But the Empire has always been a very polytheistic society and remained a very strong polytheistic society for pretty much its entire existence. There are places where one god often rises above the others for various reasons, but monotheism is incredibly rare among a lot of cultures. Now, in the video games, it very much seems like it, because it's like, oh, well, there are units dedicated to these gods, and all they do is shout about how cool and awesome their god is. So, and they don't really seem to be on, like, speaking terms with the other, like, factions and gods and stuff, so I guess it's just these guys. And that's just kind of a unfortunate consequence of the medium. But like when you play like the role-play game and stuff, and you're dealing with things that get you like into the nitty-gritty of the setting, you're often gonna see things about how complex the world is, and how there's all sorts of different gods all over the place, and it's not even thinking about like the big gods, but even just all the small gods. Like, you know, if you're traveling down the river Bogan, there is a god of the river Bogan named Boganhour. And if you're smart, you're gonna make like a little bit of a little offering, or a little token offering to Boganhour, to make sure that Boganhour is happy, and that he doesn't decide, you know what, fuck that dude's boat, I'm gonna sink that dude's boat, because fuck him. You don't want that to happen to you. So you make sure to do an appropriate offering, which I think in Boganhour's case is literally just tossing like a piece of fruit overboard or something. Very simple. So that's, yeah. It's monotheism is it's pretty rare. Not to say it doesn't happen. You know, I would say there definitely are individuals in the world who you know, are like, nope, this one god is like the goat, and all other gods are sucking their trash. It's rare, but doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
For the ancestors! For the Karazanko! Iron Drakes!
Master Druki! Black gods! Shades!
Misery for all!
No survivors!
Summon uppercutted. On tomato.
Yeah, if you could just shatter and piss off, that'd be great.
Aria Sarius. For the convent. Senu.
Damn pirates.
Come, Maleth.
Would the Skaven be the best example of believing in one god? Yes. The Skaven are a monotheistic society. I would feel pretty confident saying. Not all Skaven are, necessarily. There are some Skaven that may surprise you. And there's also, you know, the whole hilarious thing about the Skaven don't even agree what the Great Horned Rat is, but that's not unusual for monotheism.
Sorceress of Grund.
you know, where you have different factions that interpret the god in different ways. But the Skaven, I would say, are monotheistic. Chaos dwarves are monotheistic. Yep. Generally speaking, when you're dealing with like grand civilizations of humans and elves, you tend not to deal with monotheism. But like all of the nations of the old world, polytheistic. Chaos dwarves are monotheistic. Skaven are monotheistic. Chaos is messy. Ogres are actually not monotheistic. Ogres are actually polytheistic. Because the ogres worship the Great Maw, but they also worship like the Firemouth. Because they believe the Firemouth is a divine child of the Great Maw having a baby, essentially, a god baby, with the sun. Because the Firemouth is not seen as the Great Maw, it is seen as part of the pantheon that includes the Great Maw. Is the Great Maw in Age of Sigmar? No, the Great Maw was replaced by the Gulping God, which the Gulping God is a interpretation of Gorka Morka. So, because Gorka Morka is the big god of destruction. And there's a bunch of gods under him. Because each of the allegiances has like a different structure. So like Order has a very standard pantheon, like a very classic pantheon of gods that are vaguely equal to one another. And all choose to work together until they don't. Chaos is, you know, Chaos, where you've got the 4 big Chaos gods plus Hashut and now the Great Horned Rat, who the Great Horned Rat is now a part of the actual big boy pantheon. Hashut is kind of a weird other thing, but he's still technically on Team Chaos, so I guess he's part of the pantheon, but we're not 100% clear what exactly Hashut's position is at the moment. Ooh, Rod of Briars is awesome. But then you've got so you've got so yeah, that's Chaos, and you know they're all fighting, but they're all like constantly vying for power and trying to climb on top of each other, and it's just a complete clusterfuck. Destruction, you have Gorka Morka as the big god, big uppercase G god is Gorka Morka, and then there is a pantheon of gods beneath Gorka Morka that were all created by him. 99% of which was unintentional. And Gork and Mork are technically on that same level. So you have Gorka Morka at the top, and then beneath Gorka Morka is Gork, Mork, Kragnos, the earthquake god, the spider god, Debad Moon, which is itself a god, and the Gulping God. Which the Gulping God is more like an interpretation of Gorka Morka as opposed to its completely own unique thing. But the Gulping God is also very poorly explored at the moment. Like, we're not really sure a lot about it because the ogres haven't gotten a lot of attention from GW. They're kind of GW's still kind of figuring out what they want to do with the ogres in AOS. And then you have Death, where Death, there is one god. One. And it is Nagash. Nagash is it. He is the all, the everything. He is the high and the low. He is the one true big G god. However, he's also got his 9 Mortarchs. Though right now there's only 7. See, there's Manfred, Neferata, Ushorin, Archon, Catacross, and Alinder. I feel like I'm missing one. I guess there's currently 6. There's supposed to be like a blood dragon one, but they haven't given us much in the way of details on that yet. Thank you for the hydrate reminder. But they are all, you know, they're not gods, and they're very subservient to Nagash. Though they're also constantly trying to backstab him and kill him.
Cruel dreadlord. Cast the rigging
Whoa, okay.
with noble purpose.
I like that I own this ocean, so I can move over here without too much issue. I want to get another dwarf unit in this army, but we'll deal with that in a little bit. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum bum. Let's see. All right, those guys are all on their way over. Our invasion of Ulthuan is about to kick off. Not sure what Grombrindal's up to, but that's all right. I do want to. Oh, the Circle of Destruction is on the northern shore. Okay, so I'm not too worried about that.
Sorceress of the dark, come.
Just saw the old one stream. Any chance the old ones make an appearance in Age of Sigmar? No.
Dreadlord.
I mean they're very, very important in Age of Sigmar because they made all the realm gates and they get talked about a lot because of all the Seraphon stuff. But any chance one would make an appearance, I would say no. I would say that is extremely unlikely.
All powerful sorceress.
I would say that is top tier unlikely. All right, what do we got here? Forbidden Rod is nice, 'cause that's just more magic. We can combine a couple of wet things here. Armor of Fortune. I would rather have the Talisman of Protection than that. I like the push of healing on you. I'll take that Banner of Eternal Flame, though. Rod of Briars is pretty good, but I'd rather have healing. Let's give the Rod of Briars to your wizard. Let's also give her a Forbidden Rod. And then we got an Armor of Fortune.
Cruel dreadlord. Master of
Let's
cruelty.
slap that on our master. Give him the Opal Amulet. Armor of Darkness isn't bad, but I think I'd rather combine it to get something new. Kalidor's Bane. Okay. Now that's interesting.
What? Noble of Nagaroth.
I am tempted to put that on my assassin.
Hateful bidding.
Make him a little bit more versatile. It's a really good cavalry thing, though. It's a lance. Let's give Fencer's Blade instead. I don't care for the Obsidian Lodestone, don't care for the Crown of Command, but I don't really have anything to mix with those yet. Kalidor's Bane. I don't really have a place for that at this exact moment in time. Imagine the mythology of our world with the gods of Warhammer. I mean, I don't know if it's that hard to imagine, considering that the
Vicious.
the gods of the Warhammer world,
Unparalleled.
a significant number of them are deeply, deeply inspired by our world. This is what, Hotek's column? Okay. Yes, good, yes, good. Let's...
Chosen of Hecate.
The true
I don't want to fight both of these at once. I want to fight them one at a time. I want to fight them on my terms. What happened in the lore when Isabella caught Vlad Drakenhof?
words have great power. The
Are you talking about during the end times? Like when they fought each other? Oh, good. The exiles are dead.
Favored of the Witch King.
How lovely. How very, very lovely.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
I have a job for
I cannot
you.
rewrite reality. This is absurd.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moon dragons. Good lord.
This is absurd.
Kill them. Frenzy. Put that on our Harganeth. Fire damage. Slap that on our Charybdis.
Death to all enemies.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to have like a bit of a game of tag for a bit with Ulthuan, because
Cannot be trusted.
clearly Ulthuan has been stockpiling armies this entire fucking time.
His traitorous head.
So I need to like hit them, pull back and heal, hit them, pull back and heal, until we've got the situation like really and truly under control. Because right now they have me rather grossly outnumbered, I'll admit. Yay, new Black Arc.
A world of carnage awaits.
Caught him, Drakenhof? Oh, god damn it. Jonathan, you little shit.
Dreadlord of the Druki.
You know, I think she would have just joined in, more than likely. I don't think she would have been that bothered by it.
Fear my malice.
What is your dark purpose?
I sit here and try and be all nice and give y'all legitimate answers to things, and you come here with your fucking Drakenhof jokes. You little shits.
Fell sorcery.
Oh, you need characters. Let's get you a master. I'll take a determined master.
Master of Nagara.
And then you'll need an assassin. Aggressive sounds fine. And a death hag. Cruel.
Noxious potions. Bride of madness.
Because replenish troops is super good. Does Drakenfels embody the very idea of zero screen time, all the plot relevance?
Dark
Yeah.
magic.
In a sense, I almost say he's almost more of a situation of like, how do I describe this? I think Games Workshop feels, I'm not saying this is correct, I'm just saying how I think they feel about it.
What business have you with a white dwarf?
I think they feel that Drakenhof is a bit hokey. Like they don't really know what to do with him, and when they kind of look at what he was, they feel that he's just like ridiculous or weird or something. I don't know. And this has kind of led to a bit of an awkward situation where they
Cruel and deadly.
where they don't really seem to know what they want to do with him.
Nagaroth nobility.
Which is interesting.
Merciless.
Because, and granted, like Andy and I talked about this on stream before, there was also like a whole thing where Games Workshop wasn't even sure they owned Drakenhof for a really long time. like who had ownership of the character was a big fucking toss-up for a really long time. So what is this map gonna look like? I feel like it would be better to fight the monster army rather than the regular army. That way I could focus on killing all of the big beasties. Yeah, I think it's gonna be better to kill the monster army first. Is Tretch Craventail's Destined Pichu? Good to see you, first of all. Second of all, thank you very much for the super chat. Is Tretch Craventail around Age of Sigmar due to his Lucky Skullhelm? I wish. So, how do I answer this economically? Oh, we got a shittier map. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Oh, well. What I would say is there has been no mention of Tretch Craventail. So, he's not necessarily dead. He might still be alive somewhere in the world. But I would say it seems quite likely that he is dead, as there has been no attempt from Games Workshop to use him for anything. And they haven't really shown an interest in bringing back any of the old Skaven characters. You know, it's like you got a lot of, you know, we got Thanquol back, but Thanquol's a pretty unique example because Thanquol's kind of like a special brand character almost, as opposed to like a true character. And even then, despite the fact that Thanquol is back in the lore, Thanquol hasn't done anything. He's literally just kind of like, he's just kind of there. But Thanquol has yet to really have much of a meaningful contribution to the story, outside that he fought Gotrek in a singular story, which was great. It was awesome. But I've been pretty disappointed with the lack of Thanquol in the newer editions, because there was like a really exciting story about Thanquol in 2nd edition, and then like they paused for a little bit, and now we're in 4th edition, and Thanquol has not been seen since 2nd, really. Like he like shows up from time to time, but it kind of felt like they were building to try and tell a story with him, and then they just sort of forgot, or just decided that they just didn't want to pursue it any longer, which is a pretty big shame. I find it quite disappointing. No thank you. So many fucking silver in guard. See if I can get those archers. Don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Haha, nerd. If you could hurry up and die, that'd be great.
Sorceress of blood! Carnage awaits!
Nope. Face front. Malekith's got it.
I crave battle.
Sorceress of blood! Come, MALEKITH!
Chosen of Cain.
Oh Oh boy, here it comes.
Wage war! Dealers
It's a lot of dragons.
Sorceress!
Ah!
Sorceress of Grand! Elfry and Aha!
kill them! Vengeance!
Ready!
Merciless ones!
Kill me!
Death awaits! Onward! Yes, Slade!
Forward! War and vengeance! Executioners!
Executioners are doing their best. This is where that's gonna come in super handy. Pop!
Taruki!
Fire on the four!
By Dracula!
Aria Sarius!
Oh, run away!
Striking out! Come, Malekith!
Shades!
Mothers of Mother!
Kill the dragons!
We understand! Terror and death! Attack! Understood! Shades!
Spreading decay! Feel the dark!
Ranged firepower ready!
On to violence!
Oh, yeah, whatever. Y'all are doing fine.
Druki! Black!
You there. You. That's fine. You there. Me. Big charge up. That.
Aria! Aria! Aria!
Those executioners are kicking ass over there. Good for them.
I will have destruction!
Please stop breathing fire on me. It hurts.
Attack! Suffering for all!
The next kill is ours!
Sorceress of Grand! Elfry and Aha! Aria Sarius!
Massacre them!
Skilled murderesses!
This won't miss fire! Advancing!
Oh, is that army losses I see? Delicious.
Malekith!
Man, those dragon breaths were fucking painful. Everything else was pretty manageable, but those dragon breaths hurt like a motherfucker.
Sarothan! Sorceress of Grand! Come, Malekith!
Stop threading the needle, it's rude. God.
Elfry and Aha! Aria! Aria!
3, 2.
Aria Sarius!
Combining spells is fun!
Come,
Look how fun it is!
all powerful! Sarothan! Dark sorceress!
Malekith!
Executioners!
Look at that! The executioners coming out of there with over 500 kills between the two of them. The Mad Lads. Oh, you're archers. Bye-bye.
Kada! Attend me! Come forth!
Die.
Lord of Nagaroth. Malekith! Attack!
I hate when the flyers, like, I hate that they fly in slow motion when they're chasing fleeing units. It's so weird. You're gonna run out of armies eventually, High Elves. I'll just keep punching them back, but you'll run out eventually. Yeah, those executioners, they got shit done. just keep chopping off heads.
Shackle them. My cruelty knows no limits.
Yep, more plate armor is cool. I'll take another point in. Oh no, I've got. Okay, I filled those out. I guess I'll do Susang.
Druki, bloody slaughter awaits. Take them captive. Speak. Underway.
All right, that's another successful massacre. Sure, I'll get a cheaper Power to Darkness. It's fine.
Ever vengeful.
Okay, good.
Noble of
That was a pretty resounding crush of several Dark Elf armies. Or Dark Elf armies, High Elf armies.
Lord of the Druki.
Ooh, Karen Carr's ready to upgrade. And I have enough slaves to just kick it straight to the next level. You'll love to see it. Oh, but I'm poor now. No. Okay, I would like to get... I think the Sorcerer Tower, and then we can also do the Dreadmance.
supreme sorceress of Gra.
What do I want to do with this? So I've got those, I got triple Bloodwreck Medusas. We want some more dwarf stuff in here, but our dwarf allegiance is coming in a little slowly. I'm kind of tempted to give Ashrak to Grombrindal because he's getting pretty upsetty spaghetti with us. Due to our treaties. But I don't want to give up those treaties because I want to confederate those other Dark Elves. All things in good time.
There is growing unrest.
Black-hearted dreadnought.
Look on me and cower.
There you go, Hawk.
I admire your darkness.
I'm very glad he comes in at that higher level. Alright.
Feared by all.
Uriel, I'm kind of thinking for you, maybe a monster. Well, if I was going to do a monster mash, I'd want a Beastmaster, I think. So maybe with you, let's do... I don't know. I gotta think on it. Just go sit in ambush stance like a good boy while I think. While I have a think.
What now?
Nothing now.
Overlord.
Sister of the Dark Convent.
Master Druki.
I'm so close to claiming fucking the Shrine of Cain for myself. How did Malekith make Nakari's little pet? Very, very, very powerful ritual magic that was performed very carefully. He summoned Nakari into a ritual circle that Nakari could literally not break out of. And then he used the equivalent of a very powerful
It matters not.
set of enchanted bracers to basically lock him in place into form and make it where he had to listen to Malekith.
Nagaroth, plotting a course. We have a deal.
I am the Witch King.
I want Tor Anlek so bad.
I cannot rewrite reality. Cruel dreadlord.
Okay, they're starting to retreat from me, which is a good sign.
To the waves!
No.
Favored of the Witch King.
I will aid you.
Beyond even Quaish.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
Hmm.
This is absurd. Master of cruelty.
Let's
Dreadlord of the Druki.
be smart
Set
here.
the sails.
Let's kind of unify our naval forces
Set all sails. Traveling.
to make sure that if they try to attack my ships, they're all
Lord of the
protecting
Black
each
Court.
other.
Master of Nagaroth. Skills to show.
Dark power. Observing these thralls. Foul sorceries.
I feel like some Slayers would be fun for the Sorceress army. I mean, what better dwarfs than Slayers to be marching alongside an army of Sorcerers? Truly, that would be a horrible thing.
Bow to no one.
You're only at war with Lothern? Oh, that's problematic. Oh, okay, but you're open to joining some wars. Yes, you are. Tell you what. Oh, no, I can't give you Ashrak this turn. But I will give Ashrak to you next turn. No one. I was wondering why his diplomacy was shrinking so much with me. It's because he's only at war with Lothern, and he needs to be at war with everybody. It all makes sense now.
Witness true. All shall be mine.
What's best for me? I've skills to show.
It all makes sense now. Sacrifice some slaves for money. I need money. So I can build a new sorceress tower. What would a good Dark Elf Confederation mechanic look like? I think it would probably be needing to make some kind of offering is the thing that really jumps to my mind. Like you'd either need to create a new type of mechanic for it, or you could simply make it like maybe offering enough slaves, like tie it in somehow to the slave mechanic, make slaves a more valuable resource. Yeah, that one's tricky. y'all think Jolanda fucked up
Sail, damn you!
between all these armies? I think they messed up.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Here, your loyalty is really low, so why don't you
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
lead the charge?
Hateful bidding. For
Bonk.
Nagaroth. For victory.
Oh, I think I accidentally didn't include my admiral on that. Whoops.
Merciless one.
More arcane conduits. More scavenging, and let's also start giving you even more. We want to get you really high melee attack. Grab Conqueror. You can take the Ward of Cain and Rune of Cain. Spread control. You can take. Let's give Mentor. Mentor is really good. Make all my other masters better. Soothsaying. Alright, so. Oh, is Anlek empty? Ooh.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
I would very much like to capture Anlek. It would please me very much.
Servant I can feel their power.
Gather up your gets.
This is real military might.
I do want a death hag though, because the health aspect of that, or the healing aspect of it, is really, really good.
Lord of Fear.
True power unleashed.
All right.
I don't have time for words. The Dowie need me.
Tell the dwarf to join all of our wars, and in exchange, we will give him Ashrek. Also, give me money. It is done. All right. Yes, that's fine. Get rid of the garrison building there. I'll just risk it for the biscuit, not have a garrison. It's fine. Okay. I want Slayers. Damn it! Slayers are they cost so many allegiance points.
You're welcome.
I need him to hate someone and give me allegiance missions.
Such slaughter awaits.
But he's joined all my wars now, so that is going to help. Next turn, I'll be able to build that, which will help.
The people are displeased.
Cool beans. Let's sacrifice lots of slaves. Give me a lot of money. There we go. Finally, let us take a foothold upon Ulthuan! How was the conversation between Nakar and Malekith when he caught him? You can read it yourself. It's part of the Tyrion and Teclis trilogy. So the Tyrion and Teclis trilogy has the scene where Malekith gets him. Which is actually a really cool scene because you get to see it from Nakari's perspective. So, like, you see what it's like for Nakari to go from being in the realm of chaos to being in physical reality and how, like, weird it is from a demon's perspective. Ooh, I do like more local recruitment capacity. That's actually very good.
With noble purpose. Dreadlord. Torment awaits.
Anlek belongs to the Witch King!
My dealers of death. Claim it in my name.
Oh, I only captured it at level 2? Lame.
Cruel Dreadlord.
Okay, I want you to come on land. And I want you to go into ambush stance. Let's see if we can start setting some traps. Whenever you're invading Ulthuan, you always gotta land on, Torenlek. It's the only way!
Father Neath, an archmage.
I approve of these dark deeds.
Dark deeds. Start getting all that upgraded. You're gonna hang out there until you unlock that stance.
Limitless.
I ran out of money. I'm very sorry. Slayers, but I want big boy Slayers.
Chosen of Hecate.
So I can get 2 units of Slayers, which means I need 2 more units. I guess I could just get some Hargoneth. Oh, no. I'll get some Dark Shards. Duh. What am I thinking?
Powerful enchantment.
You know what? Let's drop the Harpies. And let's actually... We could pick up 3 units of Dark Shards.
Supreme sorceress of Grant.
Or I could get 3 units of Shades. Yeah, I like Shades. Give me Shades. Can you be very careful with the Big Four to bind them? When you say the Big Four, do you mean the gods? Because binding a greater demon is really fucking hard. But binding in Age of Sigmar, binding a god is possible because it's what happens to Slaanesh. Slaanesh gets captured in Age of Sigmar. Not that it slows him down much, but
I waited long enough.
Fear me.
I want the Shrine of Cain.
Fear my malice.
Preferably before that harlot puts her evil, her horrible, evil hands all over it.
Noble born.
Okay, I think it's going to be better to try and kill Ophelion.
Lord of the Black Tower.
So I'm going to send out MALEKITH first.
Master of cruelty.
Here's where they'll run to.
Knows no limits.
Oh, they ran all the way into the island. Can you get to them? No, you can only get to the island. Okay, I want you to retreat
You obey me.
to Anlek.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
Protect the city.
Favored of the Witch King.
Start building marble.
How malicious.
MALEKITH, you follow them onto the Blighted Isle.
Dreadlord of the
The
Druid.
Blighted Isle sucks, but we'll make do.
Feel my power.
Give me money so I can hire shades with great swords.
All powerful sorcerer.
Actually, dual weapons might be better. Well, they both have anti-infantry. The dual weapons have much higher melee attack, but no armor piercing. Yeah, great weapons are better then. For my purposes. Did they make a novella or anything for the White Lion Lord they made for the High Elves? For Total War? Or do you mean for Corhill from Tabletop? Has anyone actually played Dark Deeds? I have. It's actually really fun. It's a really solid game to just pick up and play with a group of people, and it's a really good time. And because of the dice element, some pretty funny fucking shit can happen.
Noble prospect.
Also, if you're one of those people that really enjoys playing games where you have the opportunity to very patiently wait for the precise moment to strike your friends to fuck over their entire turn or whatever it is they're up to, then you will love Dark Deeds. Because it's got some pretty over-the-top, goofy, or like funny things you can do for, like, you're sitting there with your card being like, I'll wait till the proper moment to strike. And then your opponent plays their card, you're like, haha! And you can really fuck somebody over. Alistair the White Lion. No, because so Alistair the White Lion was a Make-A-Wish thing. It was a situation where a young man, I believe, was it was a Make-A-Wish type scenario where there was a young man who was a really big fan of the games, and Total War and everything, and asked if they could,
Feared warrior.
you know, they basically worked with him to immortalize him in the game.
Moving.
Do I know anything about future DLCs? No, but if I did, I would also say no, because otherwise I would get in trouble. But no, I don't. Which is what I would say even if I did. But I don't. But if I did, I would say that I don't. But I don't. But seriously, I don't.
What do you seek?
Alright, so that gives
What is your
us
dark
the
purpose?
shades we need.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
Kane does not like Corn. No, they're pretty bitter enemies. Because they compete over the same resource, which is blood. And they believe that it should be earned / extracted / taken through different methods. So they have a rather severe professional disagreement on how to handle all that nonsense.
Murderous lord.
Ah, sure, I'll do the sacrifice to Hikari. That buffs all of my little sorceresses around the map.
Lord of the Black Court.
Malekith, the Sword of Cain, and the Nemesis Crown, that would be pretty spooky. Ugh, Tharians showing up in force. I don't like that.
Who seeks the counsel of the Witch King?
I don't want to be friends with you. Stop. Leave me alone.
Come, true king, to battle. Take this place.
It's mine. The Shrine of Cain is back in proper hands. And it's gonna take me now 1 billion turns to build the stupid fucking thing. The building, so I can actually draw it. But at least that means the High Elves can't use it. That's honestly the most important thing. Is that the High Elves can no longer commit war crimes. Let's go ahead and seize the Unicorn Gate.
Let them know death's touch. Station a garrison.
Because that gives us a pretty big thing. Of, like, being able to cut off... Oh! Look at that! Marathi's invasion is actually going well. Well, look at you, Mom.
Malicious and
She's actually helping. You know, consider me impressed. Mom actually does care. Well, that's good. Yep, bound by contract is really solid. Plus 25 leadership is fucking ridiculous. Another point to Conqueror. Another point to replenish troops.
Dreadlord, I admire your darkness. A vile plan.
Sorceress. Greetings, servants.
Oh, I could get Giant Slayers. Oh, but I want some Doomseekers! Come on! Do you hate anyone yet?
time for talk.
Yes, you do. You hate lots of people. I'll take Alariel.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth. Advancing.
It's not time for you yet. More money. Oh, dang it. I didn't realize he could reach the city. I just got that! Whatever, it's fine. I'll take it back in a minute. Marathi always seems to dominate. Yeah, she does. Marathi is definitely a pretty hardcore, pretty hardcore dom. Pretty hardcore dom.
Noble blood.
Okay, why don't you strike
Battle
here
at last. Man the walls.
so we can start ruins, really. Come on, High Elves, you're not even, like, taking care of the stuff that you took from me.
Malicious and cruel.
If you're not even gonna take care of it, you can't get mad when I repossess it.
A black-hearted rogue.
Which one has the... Slaughter Lord. Okay.
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
Chosen of Cain.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
You dare? You dare? They should give Malekith Wasteland climate suitability. You don't need it. That's what makes playing the Dark Elves so awesome about taking Tor Enlek and all that stuff. Is that because you have the slave construction system to rush construction, you can literally capture it and just speed build everything. But the reason that the reason that it's red is lore stuff. The Shadowlands, which is what's left of Nagaroth, is completely inhospitable to everyone. It is a literal hellscape that sucks for everybody. Like, it is one of the most horrible, nightmarish places in Ulthuan because it got utterly torn apart and shattered and ripped to pieces by the Sundering. The whole thing is like, it's not actually strategically worth anything other than just brownie points. Like, MALEKITH obsessively likes to conquer it because to him it's a statement, right? It's a statement that, like, the true king is home and he will rebuild Anlek because it was his father's fortress. You know, it was where his father ruled from. But, like, it's not a hospitable place. It's a terrible, terrible place with a lot of problems. No one in their right mind would build there, so it's actually very appropriate and accurate for it to be considered red or, you know, not good for everyone.
Merciless warriors. Shades.
Out of charge! Malekith!
Going!
You two go bully.
On to slaughter! Murder awaits! We are ready! Going! Advance, Druki!
Advance! Check!
Come on!
Elfry and Aha! Come, Malek!
Ow.
Malekith!
Battle ready! Into position!
Ceaseless!
Quick! We are ready! For the king! Dealers in death!
The true king!
Those are bolt doors. I wonder if he'll dodge this attack. Sometimes they dodge it, sometimes they don't. Let's see if he dodges it. No, the reinforcement showed up at exactly the wrong fucking time. God damn it. Fine, whatever. Jerks. Spoiling my fun.
Battle ready! Advancing! We are ready!
There's a lot of baddies.
What is fire?
Yeah, you know what? Let's focus that down.
Eager! Forward! Onward! On to battle! Advance! Carnage awaits! Striking out! Sarathan!
Dark Elf! Merciless warriors!
I will have destruction!
He's all yours, Big Daddy.
Eager for blood!
Iron Dregs!
Dread spears! Black guards!
All shall tremble!
Let's start having fun. Did he cage me? That little shit.
Nagarothi!
Sorceress of Grund!
Back! Withdraw! Pull back!
Come forth! No mercy!
Senlu! Moving out!
Not ideal.
Warrior Sarius! Striking out!
Onward!
I thirst! All shall suffer!
Wretched foul lizard thing! Joins the red
Servant of
host!
Hecate!
Cursed Sotek spawn!
Elfrine and Aha!
Fear me!
Ready! Carnage awaits! Come, Malekith!
Malekith!
Get out of my way!
Ruthless! Witness my cruelty!
Mistress of Whispers!
Oh, I'm not doing a very good job microing.
Feel the dark!
God damn it.
All powerful!
Go ahead and do that. I need the magic.
Destroy! Battle!
Shoot where we can. Drop that there. Drop this here.
Malekith!
Mystery upon mystery!
Master Druki!
The Witch King!
Bro, Atharian, you need to die, dude.
Withdraw!
Malekith! Bring victims!
He's dead.
Dregs! Take them down!
Luckily, Malekith is such a fucking beat stick at this point that he's doing alright.
Merciless host!
Iron Dregs! Rage firm! Rage fast!
Right! As you say, vengeance! Whatever it takes!
Debuff the Phoenix.
Suffering! Death!
Feel my fury!
Okay, I gotta go take out all these archers.
Hear my words!
Eager for battle!
Very well! Judith! Spreading misery! Malekith comes!
I want you to drop that there. I'm gonna breathe fire or smoke on them.
Brandus! Hilberan! All!
The merciless host! Black Guards!
Attend!
Definitely let this get a lot messier than it had any right to be.
Sister of the Dark Convent! Sarothan! Withdraw!
Black Guards! Nagarothi! Withdraw! Battle ready!
Can you die, please?
Hell and foul! Trickery and deception!
Of course, there's another fucking dragon over here.
Malekith! Slaughter them!
I took way more casualties than I needed to. I should have holed up in a corner. I would have been a lot. I would have been a lot safer.
Slaughter!
Oh, everything is very painful. I think we got all the single entities, though, at least.
To battle!
I crave battle!
There's just this one dragon, but I might be able to catch it.
True heir of Anarion.
I think I'm faster. Yeah, I am. Not by a lot, but should be by just enough.
Chosen of King.
Hustle, 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 hustle. There we go. This is some very loyal troops here. Exceptionally loyal troops. And you're dead. Okay.
I crave battle.
Wow. That was a thing. Chancellor, so because we're celebrating a year of Lorebeards, we're doing like a very specific organized month of content, so there's no polls at the moment. We might add some in a little bit, but as of right now, there are no polls. Have the Skaven ever tried to invade Ulthuan or sneak into what Underground does have? Yes, they have tried, and most sources heavily agree that they have failed, every time. That being said, that's one of those slightly tricky ones, unexpectedly slightly tricky ones, because some writers have left little hints that maybe there was success. Maybe the Skaven did manage to successfully find their way down to the tunnels, but the vast majority of sources that I've read have said very bluntly and universally that no, the Skaven have never successfully managed to get a foothold on Ulthuan. They've tried many times, but they have never succeeded.
What now?
Well, the good news is I can get more Blackguard from my dude there. What else did I lose? I lost a Witch Elf unit. That's okay. Oh, I could get a sexy dwarf unit. Hammerers? Oh, baby. Wait, can I get Iron Breakers or just Hammerers? Oh, I can't get, I got it. You gotta have the King's Guard for the king, right? You gotta have the King's Guard for the king. Oh, hold up. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna run this bitch down.
Chosen of King. Another wretched foul-lizard thing.
Protect the king! Ah!
Cursed Sotek spawn.
I was introduced to you and your lore through your coop with Legend, and I have been a fan since then. You and Legend's approach to CA are like yin and yang, but as Thanos said, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Thank you for everything you've done for Total War, Warhammer.
Looking forward to your Lord War 1 anniversary. Well, thank you. I really appreciate the sweet words. I'm glad to hear that. I appreciate that you stuck around and enjoyed hanging out with the community and stuff. So I find that though I was laughing just because whenever I think about that campaign, it always makes me giggle because like it was so funny sitting there, and like Legend would be like, "All right, I'm gonna do my turn." I'd be like, "All right," and I'd be like, "Okay, I'm gonna do like a couple quick things." All right, I'm done with my turn. And be like, "Hold on." I'd be like, "All right." He's like, "Hold on." All right. Hold on. Alright. Hold on. It was just like... It's like, my god. Like, I have nothing but respect for Legend. His turns take so long. They take so long. But goddamn if he doesn't get results. Yeah, if I recall correctly, I believe I accidentally sabotaged like a notable amount of effort for him, because since I was playing Tehinuin very, very rapidly, like within just a couple turns, I successfully like hit the next stage of the Prophecy of Sotek, which meant that while he was like, all right, we're gonna be like careful about how we engage and yada yada yada, he was like in the middle of something. I was like, oh hey, I just declared war on all of the Skaven. Like, yeah, I've declared war on the entire race of Skaven, and since you and I are allies, that means you have declared war on all the Skaven. Just like not being helpful at all. That was a good time. I hope he's doing well. I can't imagine how busy and how different life is with the kiddo, but I hope him and his wife are doing really well. If you die, that would make me very happy. Yes, good.
Malekith comes. I demand. Setting forth.
I'm just gonna keep soul stealing because I get health back when I soul steal. It's free healing for me. I don't give a shit. Fucking Shadow Warriors are annoying though.
Come forth.
Here, I'm just gonna wombo combo them with like 5 abilities. Are you dead yet? Oh, this will get you.
Never waits.
Bye.
Lord of Nagaron.
All right, no more shooting.
Malekith.
Oh, those Trollhammer torpedoes are about to give them a bad time. Oh, 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 oh.
I will have destruction.
I want one more Soul Stealer. Num 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 num. Boop. 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 Oh, that was a perfect hit. That was a perfect hit. Strike. Do I still play Return of Reckoning? Not in a hot minute. Still on my PC. I still get onto it every about once a week just to make sure it stays updated. But because I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV right now, I do not have the mental capacity to play 2 MMOs. I just can't. And I am having a lot of fun with Final Fantasy. So that's just kind of where my attention is right now. I'd like to get back into playing it at some point, but Final Fantasy is it's quite a good time. Quite a good time. Which if anyone out there is like, "Oh, that sounds kind of interesting. If you ever want to join me and start playing, let me know, and you know, I'm happy to help y'all out with whatever you're up to." That game is quite a good time. Oh my gosh, it's almost 8:30. PvP community still alive and well on Return of Reckoning? It better be. It's a great game. It's an awesome game. One of the best PvP MMOs I've ever played in my life. Like it's not just that it's fun, it's good. Which for PvP is not easy to accomplish. I mean that is a genuinely difficult threshold. In my experience. Yeah, you all just sit right there together. That's right. Nobody move. Yeah, that's beautiful. Don't get better than that. It's the sound a dragon makes when it breathes fire. Goodbye, chariot. Where are you three going? Splat! Survivors? There are no survivors. Kurt Shima, holy shit, thank you for the 2 years at tier 2. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That is incredibly generous support. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nothing better than when you not only get to massacre the enemy, but you get to heal a bunch of health. One guy, oops, I must have accidentally killed a dwarf with Power of Darkness. The other elves did it. Played Final 14 for a bit, but the friends I play with absolutely no like the game. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no. No. I'm not about that. I like variety, spice, getting in when I can. You know, taking all things in stride. Taking all things in good time. In good time. Alright, that gave us a shit ton of money. Which is bueno.
Murderous lord.
Supreme sorceress of graft.
Unfortunately, that did not give me a Lariel,
Limitless power.
who I needed for the next stage of my plan.
Sorceress of the Dark Convent.
True key!
Cease your provocations.
Build, 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 build!
Dread Lord of the Druki.
We want to improve your leadership aura,
We have a deal.
because that'll make my troops essentially unbreakable. Hello, any plans on covering the old world mod? Ugh. I could do that if that's something people really, 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 really want. Then I could make time for that. I've messed around with it a bit. I haven't messed around with it a ton.
Never been much of a diplomat.
Oh, Malekith, you're too humble. Ooh, Uriel gains the favored trait. Hey, upkeep reduction? Hell yeah, I'll always take that.
I am the Witch King.
Okay, I want to recruit.
Deadly.
Oh god, like, I need to stop her, but
Black-hearted Dreadlord.
this is not super. Oh god, he's got more troops coming as well. I may need to ditch.
Conchimachid, X300. Can I be cheeky and ask Candy about guilt during the Ask Me Anything lore bid stream?
You can, but you might not get the answer you expect.
Master of cruelty.
I'll leave it at that.
I shall destroy!
You can ask, but you might get something different. Oh no! It takes 3,000 slaves for that. Boo! Boo! I say.
I shall ensure
Damn it.
this.
Beyond compare.
Oh yeah, you're a shadow wizard. I totally forgot about you. Kind of.
Unparalleled.
All right, you need to go
Grow faster.
quickly.
MALEKITH, king of Naga.
You know, I'm just gonna sit here and recruit for a minute. I think she's got this handled.
Feared by all.
You need to run that way to make sure you don't get caught.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Ever vengeful.
Let's sacrifice just a couple more slaves so that I can get this building going. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. God, that costs a lot of slaves. I feel like I should just wait until we have 3. I mean, having a basic garrison would be nice, but it's not that big of a deal at this point. So I think it's fine the way it is. Uriel, I still don't know what I want to do with you. You just keep ambushing Mud Brew. Malekith's gonna get some fucking hammers. Run, run, flee, flee! Oh good, he's leading both of those armies away. What a lad. Meanwhile, Alyssa is coming stomping up this way. Because I intend to give Alyssa the Sword of Cain. Because I think she will make very effective use of it. That's a lot of high elves.
Cannot rewrite reality. Far beneath an archmage. Even the Loremaster could not.
Y'all are really cramping my style.
Vicious Dreadlord.
Dawn's hope.
I'm gonna be honest.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Dark power.
Hurry up, witch.
Mother of the Dark Convent.
Lord
If I
of
could
Fear.
recruit from this stupid Black Arc without them reaching him,
Lord of the Black
that'd be
Hawk.
good, but I'm pretty sure Ilario can reach him every fucking turn. And he'd have to sit in place for that, which he's not going to be able to.
The Witch King. Go! Death to all enemies. I claim this place.
I think the smart thing to do would be to claim Anlek and then
Go
pop out
now.
into the ocean so that Alyssa can intercept the enemy. Martial Name of Power! Worm Scale, 15 armor, 5% speed, and 8 melee defense. Pretty good. Drake Cleaver, 30 bonus versus large. That's very good, but oh god, those are both very good, actually. Wow, Drake Cleaver might be pretty goated against high elves, to be honest. Yep. We're gonna take that. And I'm gonna slap him. Oh, he's still on a cold one. I'm gonna want him on a Pegasus, though. Because once he's on a Pegasus, he's gonna be a nightmare.
Witch King. Dread King.
What does the Skull Helmet do?
Merciless one.
Terror, apron. It's more about. I mean, the hold the line's not bad. I mean, that's so that essentially gives you 5 melee defense, 8 physical resist. I'd rather have the ward safe. So you can have the Trickster's Helm. I'm gonna slap the Skull Helm on my. You know what? I'll slap it on your master.
Dark servant.
That way it stays in your army.
Noble blood.
Give the armor of fortune to.
What?
Where's my boss bitch? There she is.
What do you
You need that. Forbidden Rod is always good to have. Talisman of Durance is good. Trickster Shard. I can't. Nope. Combine the swords. The Crown of Black Iron. That's not terrible, but I could use that to get rid of the obsidian lodestone. For the other trickster shard, great. Well, it's not terrible on a wizard, I guess. Not great either. Scrolls of shielding gives me a sword of strife. Kaldor's Bane.
Peerless. Dark Lord. Noble of Nagaroth.
It's best on a character that's mounted.
Lord of the Black Tower.
You. Yeah, that'll work excellent on you, actually.
Yes.
Which means you can have that. And I've got another Armor of Fortune.
Favored of the Witch King. Hateful bidding. Druki servant.
Slap that on her. Okay, that's coming along. Let's see, 10 slaves per turn.
King of Nagaroth.
Nice.
Feared warrior.
What is your dark
Alright.
purpose?
Good, 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 good. Let's sort of strife.
Cruel dreadlord. Speak.
Why don't you slap that on your master? Alright, I got all of our items distributed.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
That's good for that. You'll have hammers next turn. She should be able to reinforce our black art coming up. Let's get walls in the Black Fortress. And we're looking pretty good. How are things going with the dwarves? Okay, the dwarves are happy again because they are sharing our war against the elves.
The axe thirsts for war.
I really wish he would come join me
Dreadlord
and not
Druki,
leave me to suffer.
I shall not rest.
But I suppose it is what it is. What is the state of the old world game / tabletop / minis? I don't get the impression it's going great. I would say it's doing very well financially. The old world is doing extremely well financially. The minis are very difficult to get a hold of. They sell out pretty much everywhere quite quickly. It's a very popular game, but the thing is that it's less, instead of being in like a true first edition, it's more like that it's in a pseudo 0.5 edition is the best way I can explain it. Where instead of being everything you would expect and want of like, oh, look at that, they're doing oh, reload time for shades. Okay. Instead of being like, oh look, it's like new units and new characters for every faction, right now it's more about nostalgia bait than it is about like everything else, which I'm not a gigantic fan of.
A novel prospect.
I would much prefer
Across the sea.
if it was
To the west. Action stations.
I wish it was a mix.
Druki series.
Because they're leaning so heavily into the nostalgia bait that if you're like me and you're just not interested in dealing with almost entirely old minis being brought back and going, oh look, it's this model from like the early 2000s or the late 90s or, you know, wherever. It can lead to this kind of frustrating sense of that they don't really care about the setting, or at least they're not putting their money where their mouth is.
Noble of Nagaroth.
But I think it's more that they are, Games Workshop right now is kind of trying, it almost feels like they're trying to figure out what's the least amount they can invest in the setting and it still make a ton of money. That may not be what it actually is, but to me that's kind of what it feels like. And there's also the additional big frustration that
What now?
well, Valariel's just gonna make herself look all sexy there,
Such slaughter awaits.
so I can just attack her without consequence.
King Malekith.
Hey, remember me? I know I was recruiting Blackguard, but I can just stop recruiting them and come kill you instead. It's very easy to do. But I don't know. Like, it just kind of feels like we're in the prologue to it. I'm really irritated that the Age of Sigmar team and the Old World team are fighting each other, and that Games Workshop as a company seems to be encouraging for them to fight each other. So it's leading to this really frustrating thing where, you know, I want to play Lizardmen in the Old World, and I want Lizardmen to be very supported in the Old World, but that's currently not happening because Games Workshop doesn't want to... They have this really stupid concept in their heads where they want to track the sales of Age of Sigmar versus the Old World and see which of them comes out on top, instead of just supporting both of them and letting the consumers just get what they want. And then, you know, looking at and breaking down things from there, they don't like that. They want to be able to say, oh, Age of Sigmar is selling this much, whereas the Old World is selling this much. So in order to facilitate that, what they've basically done is that they have forced a separation between the two settings that doesn't exist and doesn't make any sense. So saying like, oh yeah, we understand that the Ogre Kingdoms are in Warhammer Fantasy, but they're not playable in Age of Sigmar, or they're not playable in Fantasy, they're only playable in Age of Sigmar, because we want to track them as an AOS army, we don't want to track them as a fantasy army, which means we don't want them both in the picture, which is very frustrating. And it's the same, and it's like, oh yeah, well, we don't want to put Lizardmen in there because we want them to be Seraphon. Oh, well, we don't want Dark Elves because we want Daughters of Cain. So it's led to this super annoying weird shit where they're like separating the factions in really bizarre ways that often don't make sense. And they're like, oh, well, we want it to be more like focused on the Old World. But then they immediately turn around and are like, oh, it's about the Old World, but we're gonna have a focus on like High Elves and Warriors of Chaos, who are not really in the Old World, like in any meaningful way. But it's just a whole stupid thing. It's a whole stupid thing, and I hate it. And it's dumb, but it's just the situation we're in right now.
Dark sorcerer. Arios, Arios.
I'm just gonna keep blasting them with spells.
Death awaits! Setting forth, spreading misery. I depart.
Forward. Sorceress of blood. All shall suffer. Ready. All powerful. Carnage awaits.
Malekith.
Sister of the Dark Convent.
I'm just gonna lead that dragon into my army. Thank you very much. Yeah, find me, bitch. Star of Avalorn A not gonna save you. Increases armor piercing damage.
Sorceress of Grand! Eager for blood! Aria! Aria! Aria!
Oh, no, thank you.
Fear me! Malekith comes, Lord of Nagaroth.
Sorceress of Grand!
I am death.
Flying back towards me? That is not smart, woman. Oh, yeah, here they come. Come on, come to Papa. 2, 1. Gotcha, bitch.
Onward.
You're still alive? Good lord.
Death awaits.
Alright, fine, I'll be back.
All shall tremble.
More magic.
Onward!
Forward.
I need more magic.
I crave battle. Organ Gunner.
Okay, Chariot's dead. Nice. See if y'all can kill Lariel here.
They shall suffer. Hear my words.
Yeah. That'll be a good one.
Executioners!
Ow.
True heir of Anarion.
Beautiful.
Sorceress of Grand!
Shades! Terror and death!
Oh god, I'm taking a lot of damage.
Advancing.
Fucking Phoenix.
Eager for battle!
Sir.
Shades! As you say!
Forward!
Guards! Dealers in death! Nagarothi! Master Druki!
Feel my fury! Destruction is come!
Pain! Suffering!
Come forth. Get it.
Elfrine and Aha!
Start getting rid of all these. Ah, leave me alone.
To destruction! Chariots!
Moving out. I will have destruction.
Try to witch elves to go crazy. Blow up some Shadow Warriors. Run away.
I thirst!
I'll go. Okay, good. Alariel's forces have been crushed. That's what we like to see. That was probably not far enough in advance.
Nagarothi!
Hear my
Maybe?
words.
Oh, okay, that was a pretty good hit. That was a pretty good hit. Why don't y'all go run them down as best you can. Another strike! You love to see it. Alrighty. That was a pretty good victory. You'll love to see it. Just gonna grab some last minute soul stealers to give Malekith some health back. What's my least favorite faction to play as in Warhammer Fantasy and Tabletop? My least favorite army in Tabletop was the Empire, just because I didn't find them all that interesting. In Tabletop, the Empire is very deliberately designed as a sort of kind of bland, jack of all trades, surprisingly good at all. Like they're good at a lot of things, but they don't have any like really crazy specializations, and I find them to be kind of basic, which is the point. Like that they're designed to be that way, and that's just not for me. Like I find a lot of the other factions much more interesting, and that's also because like I just generally don't like playing human factions. Now, in Total War, I don't know. I really like everybody, to be honest. And that's not to say like I hate playing the Empire. Like I really enjoyed a lot of the Empire builds that I took. They're just not my favorite. Like I really enjoy running like a big Griffin build. Like you take a like a beast. Like just taking like a whole bunch of Griffin characters was a lot of fun. In Total War Warhammer, I don't know, like I really like everybody. Like they I don't know, they just have different focuses. I probably struggle the most with I don't know, maybe High Elves, I guess. But even then, not really. Like I don't know. I probably, you know what, Norska. I would say Norska is my least favorite to play right now. It's just because they're boring. They have very few mechanics. And what they do have, it works. It's functional, but it's not very exciting. Like the monster hunts, they work. They're not terribly exciting. The dedicating to the gods, it works. Not super exciting. Like I really want them to have a lot more units. I want to have more starting locations. I want to have more characters. I want to have more like wacky shit going on. Like whenever I play Norska, it kind of feels like you get pigeonholed into doing pretty much the same campaign, regardless of if you're playing with Throg or
There'll be plenty of time for talk.
Wolfric. Like it kind of feels like it's the same experience, which is not ideal. The altar is ready. I don't want to draw it with Malekith though. I just want Malekith to protect it. Oh gosh, I'm almost max level, which is unfortunate because there's still many things I'd like to spend skill points on. Hey, yep. Nice. So we used our slaves to get us the Shrine of Cain within about 3 turns, which is really nice. We also have a pretty spicy garrison here now, in addition to Malekith's own legions.
I cannot rewrite reality. Cast the rigging!
King of the Trookie.
So now Malekith can focus on recruiting new units, and Alyssa can make her way back to the shoreline, I think.
Far beneath an archmage.
Portents are
Why don't you support the Black Ark?
I admire your darkness.
Dang it. I want to upgrade Clark Carant. Feels like it's taking forever. Okay.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Yeah. Just keep marching around. Oh, the Unicorn Gate. Yeah, we should probably upgrade that. Oh, Marathi's coming north. Interesting. I feel like she's... Oh, she's the reason I haven't seen Lothern at all. She's holding him off. Next FLC Norskin Legendary Lord, Crimlo of Skeggy. Gives them a different star position the potential for new units. I'm not gonna lie. Listen. I shit on Crimlo a lot. But, like, you could make Crimlo work and make him into an interesting character. It would take a bit of effort. By a bit, I mean a lot. But it could be done. It could be done. But it would certainly be a little wacky. Why don't you ambush and make your way over here? I like to meme on Crimlo. Like, y'all gotta understand that it's not hatred in the sense of, like, I would be legitimately extremely angry if Crimlo was added to the game. The truth is, as not exciting as it is I just really wouldn't care. Like, it'd be like, oh, now granted, I think there is a very high chance that adding Crimlo to the game would result in a poor implementation, is how I'll phrase it. I think it would be very, very easy for someone to make Crimlo and he just turns out to be really dumb and boring and terrible. I think he would be very difficult to pull off well.
My power is yours. Relics, come forth.
And he's just, I don't know, he's just not my favorite. He's not a terrible character. There are worse things in the world.
The Witch King.
He's just not my preference. He's just not my preference. I don't know what you I don't know what else you want me to say. Is he a lizardman? Crimlo is a Slawn, but he's an old Slawn. So he's back from the day when there were no lizardmen. The lizardmen were not a thing. Well, the lizardmen were a thing, but they weren't a faction. There was a type of creature called lizardmen, but they were underground, slimy reptilian creatures that hung out with another group of creatures called troglodytes.
Powerful sorcerer.
And the Slawn were their own army. So the Slawn were a completely unique standalone army that did their own thing and had nothing to do with there was nothing going on with the Curse of Cannibalism? Hell yeah. Trickster's Helm? Hell yeah. There was nothing big going on with like lizards and all that stuff. It was far more simple. And then obviously we went through the big evolution where the Lizardmen of today became the Lizardmen of today. If you want to get like a lot of the big details to it, go watch the most recent lore beards me and Andy did about the old ones. We talked a lot about basically that. Oh, you ready, chat?
Noble of Nagaroth.
It's time for Alyssa to ascend.
Master of cruelty.
Shoosh! The Sword of Cain is in the hands of Alyssa Bobstorm. Because Malekith is too wise to wield that piece of horrific power. The world is doomed? No. The world is being saved. It's being saved right now. What are you talking about? Look how safe it is now.
What lies ahead?
Why don't you see if you can set a sneaky little ambush? Are there any, like, places I can hide? No, it looks like it's all 45%. Bop, 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 bop. Alright. Bop, bop. I always take Man Bane. Too lazy to take anything else. Alright, good. Our empire is looking nice. Looking nice. We slowly but surely have the elves on the run. And Nakari got, like, obliterated, apparently. But the High Elves don't have that many armies left to refuse me with. Not that many left.
What violent delights!
You have a 75% chance over here.
My skills are yours.
I told you to...
All shall be mine.
What are you doing?
Relics, come forth.
That was weird. Alright. Now I just need to reclaim Toranlek. Oh, the Unicorn Gate. Eh, whatever. You can have the Unicorn Gate. I don't give a shit. Here we are. A true battle of a ridiculous amount of cavalry. A truly obscene amount of cavalry. Trying to take down my sorcerer-themed army. I could just auto-resolve it. But we'll have to find out what happens next time. Thank you all for joining me, but it is pretty much my bedtime, actually. So, I need to get to bed, but I thank you all for coming out to hang out with me. I apologize that the Lorebeard's show got delayed. Unfortunately, life happens. Oreo! All the Oreos. Excuse me. So, thank you for all taking the time to come and hang out with me. I promise you'll get your fill of Sotek and Andy shenanigans real soon. I'm gonna go ahead and find places for us to raid. Yeah, we'll be done. So tomorrow, just a reminder, tomorrow morning, I have to get it, like, all good. But tomorrow morning, we are going to be playing, brain fart. We're going to be playing Space Marine 2. So we're going to be playing Space Marine 2 tomorrow morning. I don't know exactly at what time, because I'm getting into that whole thing kind of a little late. Yeah. God damn it. It says they're live right now, doesn't it? Hold on. Yeah, they're live right now. How do I... Oh my god, that's so stupid. I have to, like, know what the thing's called. Can I just, like, copy and paste? God.
Oh, it's gonna probably be more.
Because we're gonna be able to YouTube. No. Oh, there it is. No! He doesn't have it active. Okay, YouTube chat, you don't get to go anywhere. Sorry. Y'all just have to sit and stew in whatever it is you're doing. Where are we gonna go? Twitch. Stew in whatever it is you're doing. We have options. Why don't we raid... Why don't we read back Legends of Aventress? That'll be good. I spelled it wrong. Aventress. We owe them for raiding us the other week. All right. Hope you all have a great night. Thanks again for coming by, and I'll see you next time. Take care. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Do the thing.